Hello. This is going to be a general tarot reading for the collective. So that can be all signs. This reading may resonate, it may not. So take what resonates and ignore anything that doesn't. This can resonate with one area. It can resonate with multiple areas of your life or someone else's life around you, or anything about your environment, the vibe, anything. This can be anything. I'm not going to try to read the future, read any, future, whatever. The most will be if there's a likely outcome. Okay, let's see what's up. Death. Death is the first card for the collective. This could be a Sagittarius water sign. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or water sign. Let's keep going. Let's wait for one card to fall out. Let's see. Oh, also this, what I'm going to talk about could be either representative of the past, present, or future. So, all right, then we have the Six of Cups. All right. So far, there's maybe so far I'm getting somebody who is, first of all, very independent and taking on a challenge independently. And this might be challenging for you, especially if this is sort of a new feeling for you. Being kind of independent and using your own discernment. Maybe trying out new ways of well, hold on. Actually, let me keep going for just one more card in this shuffle. Maybe you're trying to work on a new attitude or something like that when it comes to approaching others, or showing some sort of your way of showing affection or love or closeness might be hard for other people to understand, or it was hard to understand in the past. And that might be something that you're trying to, I guess, work on, particularly right now in the moment. Still need one more card though. Okay. Queen of Wands. Overall, the Ten of Swords. All right, so okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the person that I am reading for is in a time right now where they are particularly conscious about how they come off to other people or a specific person, and trying to work on how that can be better received. So maybe there's been instances where you've felt misunderstood, or someone has felt misunderstood, or has maybe had a little history of being misinterpreted because of these things, those may have or maybe will cause, I don't want to say missed opportunities, but maybe, well, yes, missed opportunities, because the way you go into it or accept it or are receptive about it, has caused others to believe that it's not what you want, or it's not what you want to take, when in fact it is, something like that. It's like you're trying to like redo something. It's like, okay, this is what I said, but here is what here are the words that I used, but if I could rephrase and be more specific and careful about my words, this is what I would have said instead. So I'm getting that energy. Somebody here may feel, let's see. And this, okay, so this whole thing can be very hard, because it's hard to basically not change your personality, but adjust your way of putting out in the world. And that can be tough, especially if like you've been doing it one way your whole life and it makes sense to you. It doesn't make sense to anyone else. And that's kind of a challenge, because it's like, how do I say things or go about things so that people get the right message? It's might be perfectly clear in your mind or the other person's mind. This could be about another person, but something might be perfectly clear in someone's mind, but when they verbalize what they're saying, it's like, oh, maybe didn't sound as good when it came out. A lot for some of you, part of the misinterpretation could be about like your character, like maybe the words that you've chosen to use have kind of hurt people, and that's not maybe what you mean, but that's kind of what happened. You just kind of assume that everyone knows that you're joking, or kind of like, you know, it's hard when you're interacting with someone and you're trying to adjust the way you come off to make it most general and welcoming. It's hard to do that if you're just used to joking around with people and only connecting yourself with a tight circle, because the whole world is not that tight circle. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Some of the things that I feel, some of the things that you've said have hurt people, and you're like, what? Like, no way, that's not what I meant. But that's what they heard. So it might be a good idea to, especially if it happens frequently, it might be a good idea to look at that and notice how you can come across if you were to just try a little harder to think, oh, how would this sound if I was on the other end and I heard this? You know, because you don't know what's going on in their mind. So if I'm not going to pull 2 more cards for advice, because I feel like this is pretty clear. But if this resonates with you, I would say taking a second before you talk, or spending time trying to, I don't know, find more broad, less shady ways to verbalize what you think or feel that might be beneficial to you. It can bring more people in. It'll cause more people to understand you. It will minimize the tendency to be misinterpreted or misheard or misunderstood. This is something that is also hard to do if, if you have to go through the first phase of, breaking it down in your head first. After a while, it becomes sort of second nature. I feel like you would learn how to relate to people more, and so maybe think about, so if I were to conclude the reading, I'm gonna say, think about how your words could be interpreted, and try to understand that obviously no one knows what you're thinking in your head. So whatever you put out there is what is heard. So just keep that in mind, and then you'll be able to, form more connections and overall learn more about other people around you. So that's what I have for the general collective. I hope that made sense for some of you. I hope it helped for some of you. And yeah, see you later.